Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel of Infinity Personality Development. So today we are going to talk about a topic that will totally transform your professional journey. And the topic is professional etiquettes. So whenever we talk about etiquettes, the first thought that come across our mind is a set of rules. But when we talk about professional etiquettes, it is just not a mere set of rules, but a lot more than it because it covers everything: your workplace behavior, your phone and email etiquettes, and more importantly, your meeting etiquettes. Because it is not the reflection of the etiquettes that you possess, but it is the reflection of the personality of oneself. So, it is very important to understand all this so that whenever you have to adapt yourself to a professional environment, you will be able to do it very easily. And I'm sure by the end of the video, you will be able to present a polished version yourself in your workplace. As I said and mentioned earlier, today we are going to take a deep dive into three major areas. Number one, that is your workplace behavior. Number two, your phone and email manners and etiquettes. And last but not the least, let's talk about workplace behavior. So, when we talk about workplace behavior, what is the first thing that comes into our mind? That how do we behave in our workplace? How do others behave with us in an organization that we are working? See, it is very important to maintain your calmness whenever there is a situation of panic, whenever there is a situation of rush, whenever there is a situation of chaos. Your workplace behavior is the only thing that decides that the other employees, they like working with you or not. They trust you. Do you have a bond with them? And do they hold you accountable for any responsibility that they give you? So it is very important to always carry an optimistic behavior in your workplace. What are the things that we can do to make it correct? Number one is punctuality. Punctuality is one of the simplest quality, and it will help you throughout your life, because people have a tendency to give value to the people who are punctual for their work, because they feel that if they can take responsibility to come and attend the things on time, they will be able to complete those things on time as well. Number two is always maintain a professional behavior. Now, the question is, how do we do that? So, you have to make sure that you follow these three P's. Number one is patience, number two is politeness, and number three is positivity. These all three P's are going to help you in a very good manner. If you maintain these, definitely each and every employee that you have in your organization that works with you will always think that you have a very professional behavior, and you know how to behave, how to respond to certain situations when you are in organization. And make sure that you do focus on one thing. Whenever you are working somewhere, you have to be solution oriented, not problem oriented. Because if you believe in critical thinking, problem solving, brainstorming, being collaborative and team doing teamwork, then definitely everyone around you will feel positive and optimistic about you. And always remember that there is no problem which do not have a solution. Only one thing that you don't have to avoid is resilience. Make sure you do maintain resilience in yourself, and definitely you'll be able to find the best solution of the problem, and obviously to handle it with great professionalism. Important thing, you have to respect everyone, because respect and gratitude is the foundation of any workplace culture. Be respectful towards everyone, your own colleagues, your junior, your seniors, support staff, and everyone. And please try to use phrases which can make your life very easier. For example, please, thank you, may I, because these all things. Try to use polite phrases like please, thank you, may I, because these are the phrases which actually add courtesy to your conversation. And also, it it enhances the likelihood of your work getting done. And obviously, respect automatically creates a positive environment, and it builds very strong relationships. And of course, at last, I would also like to mention that stay focused on your work. Try to be reliable and accountable. For example, if you commit on something, make sure you deliver it on time. Because if you make a mistake, always accept it, correct it, do not blame on others. A reliable person is always more trusted and get more responsibilities. Second phase, your email and phone manners. See, communication involves written communication, which covers your email part, and verbal communication covers your phone conversation. And why it is important to talk about communication? Because it how you communicate on phone with others and how you communicate via email with others actually determines that how professional you are. So when you are writing an email, make sure that it is proper professional. For example, a clear subject line should be there, a professional greeting should be a part of it, and please try to keep the message specific and concise. Make sure that you do use professional language in the email, and do not forget to add a proper closing and signature, which is very much important in organizations. Now, coming to the verbal communication, when we talk via phone or we conversate with the clients, make sure that you answers very politely, and whatever the situation is, make sure you do not lose your calm, and obviously make sure that your message on call is always concise and to the point. One thing that you also have to make sure is that never interrupt the speaker, and of course end the call appropriately. Now let's discuss about last but not the least, that is meeting etiquettes. See, meeting are one of the most important part of any workplace culture, and your behavior in the meeting reflects that how professional you. What is the first thing that you should do while you are going to attend a meeting? Number one and the most prior thing is your preparation, because you need to understand the purpose, that why this meeting is conducted, what is the agenda of it, and are you having all the documents ready which will be useful during the. Then of course make sure that you make sure that you arrive on time on the meeting or 5 minutes prior, so that if you miss any part, if you miss anything, you can arrange it. Now, how to behave during the meeting? Number one, practice active listening, because the more you listen, the more effectively you will be able to respond to them. Number two, please always make eye contact, because when you make eye contact and you respond through non-verbal conversation, the speaker always gets an idea that you are totally involved into the conversation. Also, in the meetings, we should never interrupt the speakers, and whenever we have a query, once the speaker is finished, you will get a part where you are asked about your queries and doubts. Politely raise your hand, either say excuse me, I do not understood this, can you please pardon it or explain me once again. Now, let me tell you one thing. Professional etiquette isn't about being perfect, but it is about being respectful, it is about being mindful, and it is about being responsible, reliable, and accountable for your work. If you are going to practice whatever I have suggested you in this particular video, I'm sure that you will be able to stand out in your workplace and do wonders.